family. I am Daniel.
I am Adebomi.
We are the
Oyesonyas.
All right. So today we are going to be talking about how long is too long for a sister to reply a proposal. If how long take you to reply my proposal? I think it's about a week or two. Yeah, about a week or two.
Yeah.
See, that's my lines were too my lines were too hot. She couldn't resist it. So you understand, All right. So, anyways, so what do you think? We have seen cases of people not replying proposal maybe after 6 months. 6 months they see they're still praying. What do you think about how long do you think should be too long for a sister to reply a proposal?
Well, I don't have a particular time frame in mind, but I just feel like when a brother comes to propose to you, be sincere. If you don't even want the relationship in the first place, don't push the brother by saying you want to go and pray about it when you already have your mind made up
Sisters, beware.
that this brother is a very big no for me. Even though you are supposed to consult God, of course, ask questions. But for some persons, because you're not even meeting all the criteria and everything, so they don't even bother to consult. They just, they just push. So they don't have what's it called? They don't have they are not being authentic about what their response to the brother. Yeah. And then of course, if you now you are now agreeing to go to God in prayer and of course seek God's face. I think that as long as you don't get an answer from God, I think that you can just keep the brother posted that I'm still praying about this, so that it's not just like you've been silent for too long.
Means imagine you have not gotten a response 6 months. So the brother will be waiting for that long.
I don't think 6 months is too long. 6 months is definitely too long because I don't think that God wouldn't have said something from the first month to the 6th month, the 6th month rather. Yeah. So I think that as long as you are being sincere with yourself, that's the first thing. That's sincerity of self.
Make sure you are number one, you're praying.
Yes.
Because sometimes some people are not even interested in the brother and they're just trying to keep the brother in check. Okay, let me tell him I'm praying while I'm waiting for other proposal. That's really not good enough. Exactly. And one thing I also believe is that, of course, maybe the ladies will pick from that angle. I believe anyone who is truly, who has something with God, who if you have a working relationship with God, shouldn't pray for 6 months on that matter. That's too long. That's really too long. I remember those days I used to say that maximum 2-3 months. That means it took you time. And one of the reasons why I feel like most times it takes a lot of people more time is because, and that's my advice for ladies, that try to start praying about your relationship before anybody comes. Exactly. Start praying about it so that God can start giving you information about that person. Okay, what the person will look like. Because some people, when they come into your life, you already know that is the person because you can relate to what God has been saying already. So when you now go to pray to God, it's just more like you just need to dot your I and cross your T's. Yeah. So most people don't pray about their marital life. They only pray when that time comes. Some people don't even have walk with God. They don't have a spiritual a walk with God. And when it's time for a relationship, that's where they want to go for a retreat. And it looks like they're not hearing God. Yeah. So I will say that on that level, we should not keep anybody on hold for that long. Yeah. Yes, I understand the fact that, and of course, I also say to the brother, don't pressure the sister. Because some of us, you propose 2 days after you're asking, sister, how far? Yes, it's not like you shouldn't ask how far. In my own opinion, you shouldn't even ask about alpha until at least 2 weeks. You should not even ask about alpha until at least 2 weeks. Because sometimes, like me, for example, it took me a while before I was convinced about my wife. It took me a while. So imagine it took me months. I'm still trying to pray. I want to get my convictions right and all of that. And I will now come to her expecting her to give me a reply in 2 days. That doesn't make sense. Imagine it took you almost 8 months to be sure she's the one, and you now want her to give you a response for 2 days. I believe that's really unfair. So yes, even though 2 days or 3 days are unfair, at the same time, the sister should not over prolong it. We can't give a definite time, but I think 1 month, 2 months, maximum 3 months is good enough. And when the brother is saying within few days, well, the brother also needs patience on that level. So what do you say?
Yes, you said something very profound. You said that we should always pray concerning our relationship. We can always see God's face concerning every areas of our lives. So when it comes to our relationship, it's something that you can actually pray, see God's face concerning it before the actual person comes. So that when the person comes, it can be a confirmation. And when God gives you maybe what the brother is going to look like in quotes, when the brother comes and you feel like the brother has all the characteristics, please still seek God's face. Because
very important.
You can be too sure and not too sure.
A fake product to have the likeness of the original.
Exactly. So please still see God's face and be sure. is this the man you told me about? Is this the man you spoke to me about? And then he gives you, then when he now gives you a yes, then you are now sure that it's the one. Because I'm sure that some people must have learned that maybe they had a similar situation where the person is having almost the same characteristic and another person comes has the same, so they are now confused, you know. So in that case, you know, because the person has a comparison or the person has two options now, the person will want to see God's face. These two things is looking like the same thing with her. But when you even have one option still, make sure to see God's face concerning it.
Yes, and one of the things I also advise is don't accept multiple proposals. That means if somebody comes after the first brother, let the person wait. That somebody is available and you're still praying about it. So let the person know that I'm not even praying about you yet. Because many of us, we accumulate proposals. 10 brothers. After I've made you 10, you will now say you want to go and see God's face with all the 10 of them. And whereas you're already making decisions, you are better, this one has more cars than this one have this one than this one. You don't have to do that. You have to understand that God has a plan and a purpose for you, and you don't have to start looking at the exterior first to make such crucial decision of your life. So accumulating proposal also, I think you should discourage that. Yeah. So we'll just say that we don't know exactly, we can't really tell you exact time, but as a sister, make sure it's not too long. If you have a working relationship with God, I think God should speak. And if you feel like God is giving you a no, instead of keeping the brother waiting, just give the brother a no. Because sometimes some people know it's a no, but they don't know how to tell the brother a no. You just have to be polite about it. That's all. Yeah. Thank you.
You don't have to be aggressive about it. Just be polite, please, sisters.
All right. So see you some other time. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like and share. And of course, drop a comment, or maybe you have a suggestion of any video you want us to shoot. Put it down in the comment section. God bless you. Bye.